What is going on with y'all, man? It is Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, so y'all already know what's going on. Alright, y'all. Now, a couple people been hitting me up on Instagram, YouTube, asking me to do a video on whether or not I believe this whole Trump thing that happened today was staged. Now, I think even the word staged is trending on Twitter. You know, a lot of people are going to be questioning if this was actually real. Now, just to start off back, if you look at the footage, I mean, his reaction looks a bit real. You know, the flinch that he did looks real. I don't think he was actually grazed by a bullet. I think they said a bullet hit like the stand or something where a piece of glass hit his ear. I think that was the official story that I saw. So I don't think it was actually a bullet that grazed Trump's ear. If it was, then wow, you know, I guess centimeters away from death, you know, if we want to believe that. You know, I also thought this video would be the perfect time to listen to the clip from Gregory about Donald Trump. Now, a lot of y'all probably know what clip I'm talking about, because I saw a couple of y'all commented in the video that we did with Gregory and Diego Garcia, you know, my most recent video. So I was like, boom, look, perfect timing. Now I don't got to come out of left field with a random video with Gregory talking about Trump. Look, Trump is trending, which he's kind of always trending. But, you know, hey, I figured this would be the perfect time, y'all. We can have, you know, kind of a better video than me just getting on here talking about whether or not this was staged. One thing I will say, this photo is wild with the American flag right over them. You know, it's like celebrating, like he's saying fight, got his fist in the air. This is picture perfect. This looks like the cover of like a freedom war movie or something. Like, I don't know. This picture is wild, though. It's almost funny. And the way that I feel looking at it, I feel like this shit was staged. Buddy may not even be dead, who they shot and killed, supposedly. Man, y'all know they got these, man, they probably got bullets that explode with red juice. Who knows? Like, this is top of the line government kind of stuff. This is a former president. You know, this picture is wild, though. Just look at this. Buddy looking right at the cameraman. Like, I don't even know what to say, y'all. But look, we're gonna go ahead and get serious for a moment. We're gonna jump into this clip with Gregory. So with that being said, y'all, check this out.
Trump ain't got no money. Trump ain't never had no money. They talk about his daddy. You ever seen a picture of his daddy? You ever seen anybody write a story about his daddy?
No. I mean, they got his money from his dad, yeah.
I didn't ask you that. Till you keep talking to me, I don't want to hear. I asked you, have you ever seen a picture of his daddy?
No, I have not.
Have you ever heard a story about his daddy? And that don't bother you? Huh? That don't bother you? And so much of us out here been talking and shit. His sister had to hold a press conference. No, he didn't give him no $100 million. He gave him $1 million. I wonder why he didn't give me none. Huh? See, if you're getting in this here and you're gonna move to people more powerful than me, I ain't gonna talk to you if you don't know nothing. The fuck I'm gonna talk to you about money if you ain't got none? That's what this shit is about. That's why NBC and ABC, that's why I look at them. Not that I believe them, they got $1 trillion industry to do the research and I can pick it apart. That's simple.
I know you don't expect there to be an election, but did you think Trump would get as far as he has?
I didn't know who it was. Huh? Look, let me show you something here. Hold it. Hold it. I ran for president 1968. Election was Tuesday, November the 4th. This story ran Friday, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Now, what's the date on that? What paper is that?
Wall Street Journal, November 7th, 1968. Page
Headlines.
6. Election computer goofs gives Gregory 9 million votes.
That's why you can't talk to me. I got too much information. I got 9 million votes in the state of Pennsylvania. Huh? Okay? That's what fasting do. Huh? Now read the first paragraph.
Some machines just aren't to be believed. Take the big computer in New York that was designed to compile results of Tuesday's general election.
All elections are tabulated in New York City. Go ahead.
At one point early yesterday morning, the machine was crediting Dick Gregory, the comedian turned presidential candidate, with 9 million votes in Pennsylvania.
Now, here's what happened. The energy took over, the computers, and they had to shut them down because it projected me as president-elect of the United States. And they couldn't change it because they couldn't change the numbers.
Wow.
9 million votes in one state. I know what it was. They went in there and tricked the machine for Nixon, but somebody put it on wrong and they gave it to me. So I'm going in the election and know all this bullshit y'all read. It ain't true. They did it just like they did that. Huh? Just like they did that.
Yeah, the one time Trump lost, he said it was rigged. The few weeks ago when
First,
Trump
there's
lost.
2 Trumps.
Okay.
The one in the red tie is the real one. The one in the blue tie is not. The one you saw last night after the victory was the blue tie. Now, if you would punch up Dr. Carson, Ben Carson, when Trump called him a pedophile, and the next day he joined Trump, and the guy asked him, see, every now and then you slip and say something? He said, why'd you do that? He said, it's 2 Trumps. I was with the good one. You see it there. Just punch up. When somebody interviewed him, he said, there's 2 Donald Trumps. That's easy to pull up. He called him that the day before, so you know he got something on him if he gonna make him the next day say, I join you.
Dr. Ben Carson, there are 2 Donald Trumps.
There it is.
Now, no matter what you want to believe, it has long been speculated that all presidents have a body double or a clone of themselves. You know, even some of the most famous people, i.e. Michael Jackson, I believe Mike Tyson, Kevin Hart. You know, he said he had a clone. He came out and admitted it. Y'all remember Wiz Khalifa said he's seen clones. Remember he said that on the Breakfast Club? He said, yeah, I've met a couple clones. And he was so nonchalant about it. It was like it was an everyday thing to him. I remember I have extensive videos on clones, like direct proof from the government themselves. You know, we'll even, you know, we'll throw that old interview on, I think, Associated Press with, who is that, Bill Clinton? We'll throw that right up there just to remind y'all. And that was, you know, they had already been cloning before he came out and said, you know, we're basically trying to ban and stop human cloning. They were already cloning. You know, it's been long speculated that Joe Biden has a couple of clones. You know, look at how each one of them talks. You know, a lot of people believe they just have short lifespans, and that's why they create multiple clones of them. Obviously, they can't have a soul. They're not God. So these are empty vessels or demons, or, you know, however they transfer consciousness. You know, that's how some of these clones exist. And we're talking about real clones here. You know, of course, there are body doubles, doppelgangers, you know, but from a body double to a clone, we definitely have to separate the two. And now I'm not denying that Trump may have a body double, someone who has surgery or looks exactly like him. You know, that is very possible as well, because, you know, they do exist. The doppelganger, like Mike Tyson, he has a doppelganger, you know, but we definitely have to separate a doppelganger and a clone, because I believe both of them exist. Like, as far as cloning, scientifically, or however you want to put it, you know, it is real. It's beyond real. It's been going on. There's hella proof. Like, go back down my channel. I got the proof in the videos, or research it yourself. We know even transferring consciousness through rituals. We know that stuff is real. But, without me doing too much talking, actually here, y'all could check out to go with what Dick Gregory said about Ben Carson. He did say that there are two Trumps. So look, we'll check out this next clip, then I'll come back and wrap this video up. Not going to keep it too long. Check this out.
I've come to know Donald Trump over the last few years. He is actually a very intelligent man who cares deeply about America. There are two different Donald Trumps. There's the one you see on the stage, and there's the one who's very cerebral, sits there and considers things very carefully. You can have a very good conversation with him.
Our administration believes that there are loopholes that could allow the cloning of human beings if the technology were developed. Therefore, today I am issuing a directive that bans the use of any federal funds for any cloning of human beings. Effective immediately, no federal agency may support, fund, or undertake such activity. Of course, a great deal of research and activity in this area is supported by private funds. That is why I am urging the entire scientific and medical community, every foundation, every university, every industry that supports work in this area, to heed the federal government's example. I'm asking for a voluntary moratorium on the cloning of human beings until our Bioethics Advisory Commission and our entire nation have had a real chance to understand and debate the profound ethical implications of the latest advances. As we gain a fuller understanding of this technology, we must proceed not just with caution, but also with a conscience.
So I see it like this. What other proof do you need? I know a lot of y'all remember that Bill Clinton clip. He just told you. And they were cloning before that. So I don't know, maybe they just, maybe things were getting out of control at that time, and he just felt he had to come out and say something. Y'all already know they like to tell you what they doing to get your acceptance of it. We'll come out of the blue and talk about cloning, but we still gonna do it. But we just got to tell them, even though there's going to be no backlash of it at all, because first off, people don't even know what I'm talking about and they don't think it's real. But even the thing with Ben Carson, I never saw, that interview of him saying that. But, you could either read between the lines or you could think he's talking about Trump's personalities. Most people's going to take that for, oh, Trump is one person when he's at the podium, and then when he's just around us, he's another person. But if you listen to the backstory on how he called him a pedo, and then he was, basically on his team the next day, he said, I'm with the good Trump. So you read in between the lines, that lets you know Trump also has a body double or a clone. He just said there's two Donald Trumps. And Dick Gregory, man, he talks a lot of truth. He says some stuff. And, I told y'all there's one more video I want to do with Dick Gregory. Because it was another clip on, who was it on? I think it was on Prince. And I know I did a video about him, but I just like the way Dick Gregory talked about it, because he brought up something that I didn't bring up in my original video. So I thought, it'd be cool to circle back around on that and drop another video on it. So yeah, man, y'all stay tuned for that. And, as always, whatever y'all want to see on the channel, let me know and we'll get to it. Yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this video, the whole Trump thing. Did he actually get shot? Was it all staged? What do y'all think about him having a body double or a clone? And yeah, man, with that being said, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon. I'm out.